Hi guys, my name is Galuma Aranitya Aranisa from English Literature Department Untak Surabaya. I made this video for my travel and tourism semester final test. This video is about an explanation towards one of historical destination in Bengkulu city, which is Port Marlborough. Okay, let's get started! Bengkulu is a tribute with various culture, art, nature, religious, and historical tourism objects. For instance, Gejai Dance, Andai-Andai, Pantai Panjang, Seven Colors Lake, Rafflesia Flower Habitat, and Fort Marlborough. Fort Marlborough is one of the most popular tourism objects in Bengkulu, Indonesia, and the largest fort built by the British in Southeast Asia in the colonial time and is located in the heart of Bengkulu overlooking the ocean. The name of this castle is taken from one of the great heroes English named John Churchill Duke of Marlborough I. Fort Marlborough is the largest fort that ever built by the United Nations during colonialism in Southeast Asia. The construction of buildings castle of Fort Marlborough is indeed very thick, related with the British architectural style of the 20th century that indeed magnificent and established. This overall shape of the fortress is resemble a cross-bodied turtle that impressing the strength and grandeur. The details of European taste building impressed the existence of a great nation and prevailed at that time. The British East India Company built the fort between 1713 until 1719. In 1714, Governor Collett obtained permission to build a new fort in Bengkulu. He named the new fort, which he built 2 miles from an older fort, Fort York, now Fort Marlborough. The fort was built on an artificial hill, and construction using both convict and local labor took several years to complete. During that period, the civil officer and the military garrison were divided between the old and the new fort. In April 1715, Governor Collett sent a copy of the plan of the first Fort Marlborough. The plan showed that the fort was walled with earth ramparts and ditch, with gun platforms on the bastion. The pace of construction was slow. In 1760, during the 7 Years' War, a French squadron under the command of Charles Hector, Comte d'Estaing, took the fort and used it as a base to attack and subdue other British settlements on the west coast of Sumatra. Before returning to the Mascarenes, he ransomed the fort back to the British. At one time, the native people of Bengkulu burned the fort, forcing the inhabitants to flee to Madras. They returned in 1724 after an agreement was reached. In 1793, another attack on the fort occurred, killing one British officer, Robert Hamilton. Another attack happened in 1807, killing a resident, Thomas Parr. Both are commemorated with monuments in Bengkulu city, erected by the British colonial government. The monument to Parr is 170 meters southeast of the fortress. The British transferred Bengkulu, then known as Bengkulen, to Dutch control under the Anglo-Dutch Treaty of 1824, which defined British and Dutch spheres of influence. In exchange, the Dutch ceded Malacca to Britain and gave up their design on the British settlement of Singapore. In 1837, the fort had about 60 Dutch soldiers occupying it. The Japanese occupied the fort during their occupation of the Dutch East Indies in 1942 until 1945. Then, during the Indonesian National Revolution period, the fort housed the headquarters of the Indonesian National Police until the Dutch reoccupied the fort. When the Dutch left Indonesia in 1950, the Indonesian Army took over the fort, and in 1977, the fort was handed over to the then Department of Education and Culture to be restored and converted into a heritage site. The fort is made of bricks 50 to 180 centimeters in thickness. The 2000 Enggano earthquake, which registered 7.9 on the monument magnitude scale, end of 2007, with its 3.5 meter tsunami, had no effect on the strongly built fort. The fort has a rectangular layout with an arrowhead-shaped bastion on each corner. The entrance to the fort is in the southwest, protected by a ravelin. A dry moat follows the trace of the fort. A wooden bridge spans the ditch that separates the main building from the front building. The southwest side has an arched entrance with a wooden door. The fort encompasses 2.7 hectares and stands on a site of 4.4 hectares. Inside the fort are a jail, ammunition storage, army barracks, and a tunnel going from within under the walls to outside the fortress. The entrance of the fort is made of a large thick metal door. After this, there is a 10-meter-long bridge and another door. Behind the door is the heart of the fortress, where the prison and barracks are located. There are no buildings in the courtyard. The prison, living quarters, kitchen, and office were constructed in the wall itself. Here are also stairs to the top floor, where you can overlook the Indian Ocean. On the top floor are also some original centuries-old cannons. And now the location. Fort Marlborough is located not far from the center of the city of Bengkulu. To reach the location of the cultural tourism of this one, you only require a trip for no more than 1 hour away. Located at the site of this fortress, you can take advantage of a wide range of public and private transport is available in the center of the city of Bengkulu. But if you are a native Bengkulu, you can directly go to the city of then straight to Sudirman Street. After that, you can go directly to the Fort Marlborough on Bengkulan Street. If you get on a plane, then you get off at the Fatmawati Airport, then take the route a white angkot or public transportation to get to Panorama Market. After that, you can take yellow angkot to City Square in the Fort Marlborough. And if you take a bus, then you will arrive at Prapto or Panorama Market. From there, you can take yellow angkot to the City Square at Fort Marlborough. The location of this fort in the British colonial era deliberately created in the city center and also close to the beach area. This is because at that time, the castle is the seat of government in the city of Bengkulu that require easy transportation access and also quick to areas or coastal waters. Facilities and accommodation. Most hotel regional cultural tourist site located on the seaside. Therefore, when you stay in this coastal area, you will be presented with a view of the beach wave. Not only easy in the terms of facilities and lodging accommodations, the location of these four transport facilities are also very easy to find. There are plenty of public transportation that cross these historical tourist sites. This is certainly very easy for the tourists who visit. Okay, I hope this video can be helpful for anyone who want to visit or just want to know for Marlborough. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.